Sharp with more.
Good. All right. Let's go get him.
Let's go get him. Kennedy, arriving home in Washington to reflect on his reborn campaign, as surprised as anyone by the doubleheader victories in New York and Connecticut. Before leaving New York, there's a brief run through Grand Central to thank morning commuters for their support. Behind the statistics of the two wins are the issues beyond personal character now dominating the presidential race. Economy and foreign affairs combined gave it to Kennedy, a referendum, he says, on the Carter presidency. The Carter people agreed, adding the president ran as much here against himself as Kennedy. Not a pro-Kennedy vote, says Mayor Koch, but a mailgram warning across the bow to the White House. Convinced of a quick Carter comeback, those on the president's side contend when Illinois last week seemed to put Kennedy out of the contest, New Yorkers simply used the primary to protest.
I think now, since people will think more of him as a possible president, they will, in Wisconsin and subsequent states, not settle for a referendum on Carter because there's a truer and realer choice, Carter or Kennedy.
They want an alternative program. There are 1 million people that voted for an alternative program, and I think that they'll get one, and I'm hopeful we can gain the support in other places.
As he's thought of as a possible winner, he gets measured again against Carter, and when you measure him, he becomes a loser again.
The reasons for the Carter camp's optimism are the numbers. Even with Kennedy's gain yesterday, the president already has nearly twice as many projected delegates, almost half the number needed to nominate. Though a big chunk of delegates are still to be picked, Kennedy needs 60% or more in all the remaining state votes to win. And that road is filled with problems, like next week's free-for-all Wisconsin primary with crossover voting and Jerry Brown back on the ballot. That's why Kennedy will concentrate more on Pennsylvania April 22nd, and then on California, New Jersey, and 6 other final primaries June 3rd. GOP, even with the Bush win in Connecticut yesterday, the Republican race remains almost totally Reagan's, with only the remotest mathematical chance now that he can be stopped by anyone. Having said all that, I should say this. Many people are getting justifiably angry over being told what's going to happen by polls and pundits, and that's what makes surprises like yesterday so much sweeter. This is proving really to be a year without political experts, because 1980 is rewriting the book on the making of a president. And the truly only honest answer to the question, what's coming next, is, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Roger?